The clash between political rhetoric and open dialogue has erupted when Bill Maher, the comedian known for his sharp critiques of politics, confronted Rob Reiner, the director of the notoriously Trump-hating film industry, on his podcast Club Random. This unexpected encounter turned into a heated debate over the value of communication in political discourse. Maher, who often uses humor to dissect societal issues, urged Reiner to embrace the importance of dialogue with political opponents, citing Barack Obama's ability to navigate contentious debates during his presidency. Every fiber of your being wants to be like, I gotta get this person to not see it that way, Maher said, emphasizing the emotional stakes of political disagreement. The conversation quickly escalated into a philosophical exchange, with Maher arguing that politics is fundamentally about negotiation and compromise, while Reiner countered that today's GOP is too polarized to engage in meaningful dialogue. Maher, who often critiques the liberal establishment, pointed out that Democrats lack the power to influence policy, making it pointless to avoid conversations with conservatives. The idea of, we don't talk to you when we don't even have the power? Of course you have to talk to people, he explained, highlighting the absurdity of such a stance. Reiner, however, insisted that political discourse requires agreement on factual premises before any discussion can occur. When Maher suggested that one must first agree on basic truths, Reiner responded with a classic line, before you have an exchange, you have to agree on certain facts. The tension in the room was palpable, with Maher's tone shifting from playful to confrontational as he addressed Reiner directly. No, you don't. You can't. Once you start down that road, you just have to talk to people, he asserted, his voice laced with frustration. Maher's approach was met with skepticism, as he often challenges those he disagrees with. But this time, Reiner seemed genuinely intrigued by his perspective. The producer offered a poignant example. No, you talk to people, Reiner said, pointing to a hypothetical debate over simple math. If somebody says 2 + 2 is 4, and the other guy says, no, it's not, how do you begin the discussion? He asked. Because, Rob, that's a slippery slope, Maher replied, already sounding defeated. In a moment of candor, Reiner asked, what do you do? Maher, who has never been married but has navigated long-term relationships, admitted that his ability to accept differing viewpoints stems from his experience in relationships. It's very like a relationship, and I know there are moments where the person is believing something, and you just, every fiber of your being wants to be like, I gotta get this person not to see it that way, 'cause I just think it's fucking nuts, he revealed. The conversation drifted into broader themes of political polarization, with Maher citing examples of democratic failures, such as the U.S.-Mexico border policies and DEI initiatives in academia. He argued that the Democratic Party's shortcomings have led to a culture of division, where institutions like elite universities foster anti-Semite sentiments and lack diversity of thought. There are places where the Democrats did fuck up, he said, adding that the DNC's handling of these issues reflects a failure to bridge ideological divides. This exchange highlights the paradox of political discourse. While open dialogue is essential for progress, it often becomes a battleground for ideological battles. As Maher and Reiner debated, the audience was left pondering whether the pursuit of truth outweighs the desire for unity, or if the absence of consensus is the truest reflection of political reality. What do you think? Should political conversations prioritize understanding or principle? Share your thoughts in the comments below.